So anyway, so I thought we would start today with Kathy Harmon from Great Places Inc.
Oh, she's great.
I love her.
She's great.
She has been on the program before. She was actually on our first show back in July.
You're right, she was on.
Kathy, welcome back to the program. Nice to have you here.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for having me.
All is well there in the midsection of the United States of America?
It's absolutely glorious. It's like 80 degrees and sunny and fabulous.
Yeah. All right. Now, you and I were chit-chatting last week, and I absolutely love this subject matter. The idea of, okay, people are coming to visit you. What exactly are you going to do with them? Especially the kids, the grandkids, who you might not know that well, that don't live in the same town. So it's kind of like a reverse vacation kind of a thing, right?
Right.
All right. Very good. So what are we going to be doing with them?
Well, you know, grandmas and grandpas experience this, but, you know, a lot of families with divorces have non-custodial parents who have the same situation. You know, they have their kids perhaps only in summertime and maybe on vacations. And as you said, they don't know them as well as the parent that stays with them all the time. So the first thing I suggest to people is that they have a telephone conversation and kind of get the kid pumped up about this little vacation that they're going to have. The kid travels, you don't. But I also am surprised at how many people don't know very much about the place that they live in.
I think that's a good point. Yeah, I like the idea of doing the initial phone call. To say, okay, you know, even with the kid on the phone or not with the kid, even with the parents or whatever, to say, what is he or she into these days? You know, what has happened since the holidays when I saw them? Or maybe I haven't seen them in a year. Are they into new things? Or what? I think it's a great way to say, that kind of sets the tone for, ooh, Grandma's got something exciting going on, or, you know, Aunt Steve has got something, what? Aunt Steve? What is, oh, that's my family, sorry.
Well, there are a lot of Aunt Steves out there, so I understand that.
Yeah, there are, that's right. All right, so the phone calls first, that's important. What's next?
And, you know, the kinds of things to ask the kids. I mean, you can ask the parents about what the kids do, but the parents may not know as much as they think they know. So getting the kid on the phone and finding out what the child does when they are left to their own devices. What kinds of things are they curious about? But then there's a whole other side of it. There's a bunch of stuff that kids may not be getting where they are that grandma and grandpa or the non-custodial parent can kind of fill in the gaps on. For example, one of my friends who happens to be a first-time grandma has just little kids, you know, little grandbabies, 3 and 4 years old. She has a closet. She goes to the Goodwill store in Ragstock, and she buys all these dress-up things. And then when the kids come, if they have a rainy day, they play dress up and they play pretend, and they also play retail. So they lay out tables, and the kids sell grandma old jewelry, and they sell grandma stuff, and they can while away an afternoon doing that.
Are they charging sales tax? Otherwise,
they're actually taking credit cards.
Okay, they are taking credit cards.
They are.
Great, a personal check will do. Nice.
Yes, exactly. Actually, I watched a 3-year-old say to her grandma, "Now, Grandma, do you have your credit card?" And she just thought that was hilarious. But that's, you know, the grandchildren think that if you just have a card, the bank will give you money. It makes no difference that you have money in the bank. That's how things go.
As long as you have the card, that's all that matters.
And then there's a couple other things with no money you can do around the house. For example, sharing family recipes or getting out that old big box of photographs that you've taken or somebody's taken over the years and putting them in albums or making special albums for a Christmas gift or doing some really kind of fun craft things. There are things that you know how to do that your child doesn't. Another thing that I love to do with kids is I love to take them volunteering with me. I think that children don't grow up with a sense of how much we need their help free of charge. And God knows my generation isn't going to be able to make it without a whole bunch of volunteers because it really, you know, Medicare is kind of a Ponzi scheme, and there's not enough at the bottom to fill the top.
Oh no, don't get her started. Oh no.
Oh, okay. Right. But I think it's really interesting. I take them to nursing homes with me, or I take them to. You know, we have a couple of golden retrievers, and we take the golden retrievers out to children's hospitals and Ronald McDonald houses and things like that. And the kids get to see a whole side of perhaps of dedication that they might not see with others.
Oh, very good. How about older kids? We get into the teenagers. I mean, they can be a little bit more difficult to deal with. What are your recommendations?
Well, there's some things here. For example, have you ever ridden a Segway?
Oh, I love the Segways.
Well, it turns out in many of the downtown areas there are Segway tours that take you through parts of the city that you may have lived in all your life and you've never been to. The one in Minneapolis for us is about 3.5 hours and takes us down to a little island where there's a feral donkey that's been running around for 25 years. And I mean, it's just fabulous. Another thing that they may want to do is something that has to do with art or music. the museums and the art schools and the art institutes in the area may have some free classes or some very inexpensive classes for the kids to go to. And they get to pick. So it's not, a condition of parole. They actually get to go do it because they like to do it. Photography is another wonderful thing to do. If you've got if you have a butterfly museum anywhere near you, go experience it yourself and take the children to it. It's the only insect that can land on you and nobody's frightened of it. It's just a majestic, very serene experience to go to a butterfly.
Except me.
Butterfly museum.
I'd be a little scared, but whatever. That's fine.
That's you, though.
That's just me. Yeah, that's probably everybody's fine except Dad. Like,
Yeah.
get the butterfly off
Get
me!
it away. I can't handle it.
Nice. What's the website, Kathy, we need to be going to? You got,
Oh, it's www.greatplacesinc.com.
okay, so you got, we're looking at it right here on the thing.
so
The
pro.
staff here is so good, Kathy.
I
can't
know
even
they
tell
are.
you.
Astounding.
This is nice. And you got the Kathy chat as well. We can do that as well, right?
We do, and Kathy Chat's going to be very active in about 3 weeks. So any of your listeners and viewers that want to write me some fabulous questions or share some stories, I'd love to share them with my users.
I love it. Well, Kathy, thanks for doing this today. I really appreciate it. I think it's a great subject matter.
Thank you so much, Eric. Have a great show. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. She's so peppy.
She's wonderful.
I think she set the bar
So great.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody afterwards got to be peppy. Now, I
100%.
know.
Otherwise,
Now, Lori Pepinello's going to be here. That's peppy
That's
right
gonna be
there.
good.
She's peppy, right?
It's
That's
in
what I'm
the
saying.
name.
So we know she's going to be good. And
She'll be
she's
good.
got this event. Aaron, have you ever been to You've never been to this event.
okay.
I can't say what it is. We're going to wait for just a minute. We have to do a quick thing, and
That's
we're going to
fine,
get her set up.
Build the anticipation.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
That's all I have to say. It's coming up in October. You can still get tickets. It's down in on Long Beach Island
Okay.
on LBI. Everybody calls it LBI. That's what kids are
That's
calling
the way, yeah.
Because we're hip, you
We're
know.
totally with it.
All right, get out of my grill. All right, don't get up on that now. What? What is he saying? What is coming out of my mouth? I don't
that
know.
hip?
I'm excited to be here. What can I
even
say?
know.
All right, we'll take a quick break. We will continue here on Travel Show Live. Stay with us.